Vehicle excise duty is going up on April the 1st this year, 2025. And it might sound like it's going to be a complete nightmare, but it's not actually as bad as you might think, or as bad as you're made to believe by all the mainstream media and some of the announcements that are floating around on other social media sites. I don't really care what you call it, whether you think of it as road tax or whether you think of it as vehicle excise duty. Whichever way you look at it, whatever you call it, it's tax. It's a car tax, a tax on your car. So throughout the rest of this video, I'm just going to refer to it as car tax, because let's face it, that's what it is. The entire system at the minute is a complete mess, and I don't think anybody actually understands what they're paying for or why they're paying the price that they are paying. You're currently charged on the vehicle age, the actual engine size, the emissions that that particular engine puts out, the fuel type, and the sales price of the car. And this is where all the confusion comes from, and why some people don't really understand it, and why a lot of them scaremongering is coming from the mainstream media, who want you to believe that your car is going to cost you thousands to tax every single year. So I'm going to give you a list of everything you'll be paying and what all the new charges are. And I'll also include a link so you can find for yourself how much your car is going to be for the car tax that you have to pay each year, in case I miss out something that includes the car that you currently have or the car you're currently looking to buy. Now I'm going to start with the oldest cars and work my way forward, bringing us right up to date with modern cars. So hopefully this will help everybody out there. Currently, cars over 40 years of age are tax exempt, so you get that tax free every year. There's nothing to pay. You do need to register your car or your vehicle as a historic vehicle though. And you can only do that the April after the vehicle becomes 40 years old. So if you're currently driving around in a car that was first registered on the 1st of January 1985, it'll still have to pay tax until you go past April the 1st, 2025, and then you can register it as a historic vehicle and claim your free tax every year. For cars first registered between 1985 and 2001, there's two new tax bands that are being added into the list. There's smaller than 1.6 engine and larger than a 1.6 engine. Cars with an engine under 1.6 are going to go up by £10 per year, so you'll have £10 added on to whatever it is you're paying now. And cars with an engine larger than 1.6 are going to go up by £15 a year, so you'll have £15 a year added on to whatever tax it is you're paying now. From April 2001 to April 2017, there's a total of 13 tax bands that exist at the minute, and they're listed from A to M. And the amount of tax you pay on those vehicles depends on the amount of grams per kilometre of CO2 emissions that the car pumps out the exhaust. Currently, any vehicle listed as tax band A, that's the one that produces less than 100 grams of CO2 emissions per kilometre. Now, they're currently free. As of April the 1st, that's going to increase to £20 a year. All the other tax bands, from B to M, they're all increasing as well, anywhere from £5 to £15 per year. Now, if your car's listed in any of those bands, and I haven't mentioned the exact amount that they're going up by, you can actually find that out yourself. I'll leave this link here. If you follow that, that's where you'll find all the information for yourself. I'll also include a link in the description, so if you're watching on your phone or your tablet, you can just click on that and you can go from there and find out exactly where your band is. It comes up first of all what the new current charges are going to be, and then further down the bottom of the list on the screen, there is actually links for vehicles that are between 2001, 2017, and ones that are previous to 2001 as well. So use one of those two links and you will be able to find out exactly what your car is going to cost you in order to tax it for a yearly basis moving forward after April the 1st this year. Currently, cars that were first registered between April 2001 and April 2006 are actually excluded from being classed in the two top tax bands. However, that's all changing on April the 1st this year as well. At the moment, if you have a car registered between April 01 and April 06, you're probably paying £415 per year. From April the 1st this year, that exclusion no longer applies, and those cars are actually included in all the new price structure as well. So your car that might currently be costing you £415 a year to tax will be increasing to £735 a year to tax. If you currently own and drive an EV that's already registered on the road and was registered between April 2001 and April 2017, at the moment it's free tax every year for that particular EV. As of April the 1st this year, that's changing. The free tax has been abolished and you're going to be charged £20 a year to drive your existing EV on the road. Cars first registered on the road from April the 1st, 2017 up to date, and that includes EVs as well, are now all going to be charged a flat rate of £195 per year, regardless of what they're powered by. So petrol, diesel, EV, plug-in hybrid, makes no difference. You're all going to be charged a flat rate of £195 a year. Now, there's still two other tax bands, and these ones are probably where all the confusion and the scaremongering is coming from. There's the first year tax on first registration of the vehicle, which is all based on emissions, unless it's a zero emission car, and in that case, there's no first year tax applied to it at all. Anything over and above the zero emission cars do pay a first year tax. Now, it all depends on what amount of emissions are coming out the back end of the car. It's a sliding scale, so the higher the tax band, the higher you pay on your first year's tax. And for the highest emission producing cars, that first year's tax will be £2,745. Although in all likelihood, when you go to buy the car and register it, that may well be included in the purchase price by the dealer. And it is only for the first year's registration of the car. And the last level, something that seems to be getting called the luxury car tax, that's an amount of £425, and you only pay that if your brand new car costs £40,000 or more, and that's outside of any discounts or deals that you do with the retailer or the dealer. So if you're going to look at a car that costs £40,000 or more, and you do a bit of haggling with the dealer or the retailer, and you get that down to, let's say, £38,000, you'll still pay the luxury car tax of £425 because the list price on that car is £40,000 or more. Any deals or discounts at sales time makes no difference at all. It's still classed as a £40,000 car. You'll still pay the £425 luxury tax on the vehicle. And of course, that £425 luxury car tax is payable every year after the year of first registration. So if you have a high emissions emitting vehicle that's over £40,000, in the first year of taxation, you'll pay £2,745, and then from year 2 until year 6, you'll pay £425 luxury car tax, which is added on top of whatever tax band the car is in. The reason it goes to year 6 is because your first registration year has that higher band on it, and then this £425 luxury car tax is there for a full 5 years after the year of first registration. So that takes it up to the car being 6 years old that you'll have to pay it for. Now, it is still possible to get caught out by this luxury car tax if you don't actually realise how it works. So from year 2 until year 6, if the car is a higher emissions vehicle over £40,000 at list price, you'll have to pay the £425 from year 2 until year 6. If, however, you're looking at a car that originally was listed at more than £40,000 and it's maybe 3 years or 4 years old, when you go to buy that car and go to pay your first tax on that, it will still have to have that £425 luxury car tax added on top of the existing cost of the yearly tax until the car itself becomes 6 years old. So be careful you don't get caught out with that one if you're currently looking to buy a second-hand car that's only 3 or 4 years old. And finally, there's two types of people that will still be in for a good deal as far as the year's tax is concerned after April the 1st this year. The first ones, obviously, are the people that have a car or a few cars that are over 40 years old, and currently they're still going to be tax exempt. There's no changes to that one yet, although I don't hold out any huge hope for that staying the way it is. But currently, you're still going to get your tax throughout the following year free of charge, as your car is already tax exempt. And the people who are lucky enough to have their tax due to be renewed on March the 1st this year, if your tax is due to be renewed in a few days from now, you should still get it at the current rate instead of the new rate, as long as it's due to renew on the 1st of March. Anything after that is going to be beyond the 1st of April, and that's going to include all the new prices. So hopefully that's gone a long way towards helping you sort through whatever confusion or scaremongering is going on elsewhere on the internet or in the country at the moment. If you found this video informative, or even if you just enjoyed watching me ramble on about how much we're going to get screwed over by what we laughingly call the government on the new tax increases from April the 1st, caress the like button on there and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this, as well as all the updates I'm doing on the cars that I do own and turning my garage into a workshop worth having. And if you want more videos to watch, try this playlist here. There's loads of stuff in there about legislation for all kinds of things that are going on, not only in the UK, but across the entire world. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.